It's been a little over a year since the first Triumph and Bajaj bikes came to our shores. And now, 12 months later, we've got two new motorcycles as well. This is the Triumph Speed T4 and there's also a brand new Speed 400. So, prices for this motorcycle start at 2.17 lakh rupees, making it 17,000 rupees more affordable than the outgoing Speed 400. And as for the new Speed 400, that costs 2.4 lakh rupees. So here's what the new Speeds are packing. Now, as you can notice, more or less the styling remains the same, but the noticeable difference on this bike is the absence of a USD fork, and in its place comes a telescopic fork. Plus, even if you come closely, you'll notice that the tires on this bike are different. These are bias-ply MRF tires, and even the disc over here, while it remains more or less the same, the caliper is an axial caliper. So in that sense, Bajaj has tried to optimize the pricing of this bike and bring it lower. But there are more changes to it beneath the skin. Now, powering the Speed T4 is still the same 398cc single cylinder liquid cooled engine as the Speed 400, but Bajaj has tinkered around with the tuning of this bike. So now over here it makes around 30.6 bhp and 36 Nm, which is a big drop in terms of performance. So it's making around 10 bhp less and around 1 Newton meters less. But more crucially, the power is tuned in such a manner that it delivers better low-end performance. So it's better to ride in city limits. And as a result, you also get this dark finish treatment for the exhaust. Plus, another thing to note is that the traction control on this bike is not present. Well, do you really need traction control for a 30 bhp motorcycle? Do let me know in the comments. Now, while the engine tune is different, let's listen to the exhaust note. Now, Triumph is sort of giving it a little more bassy note to it, and it feels a little extra, say, rumbly in that sense. This should be better off within city limits, although the standard Speed 400 still gets a performance-oriented exhaust note. Now, in terms of design, again, like I mentioned, not a lot has changed, but you do get this bike in 3 colors. And if you notice, the bar and mirrors from the Speed 400 are absent, and in its place you get conventional mirrors. Now, these are more or less similar to the ones you get on the Scrambler 400X. But more so, when you see all the fit and finish levels on this motorcycle, well, they do not seem to be quite as premium as the Speed 400. Over here, like you see, this is a plastic product. The matte black doesn't look quite as premium as the metal finish. And overall, this feels like a slightly more affordable, and in that sense, it got the brief ride. Lastly, while the seat height has not gone up, the seat now gets a 10 mm thicker foam, and that was a little bit of an issue when you went for long distance touring. Now, coming to the updated Triumph Speed 400, there's not a lot change over here. So this motorcycle makes the same power, torque, and the foundations are more or less same except for the tires. The tires are now Grippier Vredestien Centauro ST tires that we've sort of seen earlier on the Royal Enfield Continental GT 650 as well. Furthermore, you get adjustable clutch and brake levers on this bike, giving it a slightly more premium and adjustability to tune the bike to your liking. And lastly, even the seat over here, well, the seat height remains same, but it gets 10 mm thicker foam. All black treatment continues on this bike as well, and this gets 4 new colors, of which this yellow is my favorite. So, what do you think about the Speed T4? Do let me know in the comments.